fall yet again. Happy Friday. We had a very late start this time. Like 10 o'clock, after 10. We only have a mile to camp, but it's up. So it'll stay nice and warm because it's only 40-something degrees out. Who put this hill here? There's not even a chance to warm up the legs. Good Lord. Whew. We parked over at the gorge where we left off last time, Claredon Gorge. And now we're heading up to Claredon Shelter. Yeah. Another beautiful night hike, but I don't know if you can see it. Check out that moon. Bro is running a marathon. I'm gonna kill him. Alright, anyways. Climb up a damn hill for a mile. And go to bed. Until later or morning. Bye. Hey, you can't see much. But here's the airport from a different angle. Yeah. Good view. I mean, it's a view we've seen from several different angles. But, yeah. It's better here in person than on film. See you later. Good morning, world. With Claredon Shelter. It's so pretty. Plenty of spaces for tents. Awesome area for seating and fire. Because there's firewood. We had the place to ourselves last night. It got a little cold, but it was still cozy. And just a small fire this morning for coffee and breakfast time to stay a little bit warm. So cool. I'll switch to my GoPro later, but good morning. And the hike up here, the 1 mile, first half of it sucked. Not easy to do in the dark. It was very, very, very much steeper than expected. I knew it was going to be steep, but you know, we were going to be going up a rock face pretty much, or scramble, so that was fun. But yeah, so pretty and warm. The coffee and breakfast time. Hopefully get out of here at a reasonable time. Yeah, right. We're slow moving this morning because it was cold. But anyhow, see you on trail. Yeah, all right. It's 8:30 and we are finally leaving camp. My fire failed. Grr. So pretty though. Like this shelter. Would totally camp here again. Let's get it. Oh, look at the cute little guy on the side of the building playing his little flute. It's a leprechaun. Oh, I guess the sun did rise right in front of us over that hill, huh? Oh, I did not realize. Just obstructed my video. So, what time we get here? At like 11 something last night? Yeah, we got to the shelter just after 11. It was really debatable to have a fire, but we didn't. Cozied in to go to bed, and within an hour of laying there, some kind of obnoxious creature, animal, thought it was people being really loud showing up to the shelter really late. Negative. It was definitely some animals doing the whole mating gig. We think it was an owl or owls, because I definitely got up to go to the bathroom shortly after and watched an owl fly right past my damn face. Needless to say, slightly disturbing. just a touch. But yeah, time to get her done. We got Killington today, which will be awesome. our first Vermont 4K. While the AT doesn't actually go over it, we're going up it anyways. I guess that's still up for debate, but most likely going up it. Yeah. Huh, and this is how you start your morning. Nothing like a lovely water hop. Water hop and half a mile to the top of a hill. Because, you know, that's the AT. Anyways, until later. Bye. This is our views descending Beacon Hill with the sun poking through. It's pretty. Pretty, pretty. What did we discover it was? A barred owl?
Barred owl.
Yeah, so we sat on Beacon Hill with phone service and listened to owl mating calls from Vermont and discovered that those were barred owls last night, making a ruckus at 1 a.m.
Yeah, like 6 of them.
Damn things are in heat. I mean, I don't know if they were mating calls or what, but it sounded like a mating call. It was obnoxious. It scared the crap out of me. I was like, nope. I want to sleep on the inside of the bunk, not the outside. No, big old chicken. I managed to stay in my spot though. Taking the flat shit. Shortly after the last video, we walked into, alongside a field. Pretty farm field with great little views. So pretty out here. Shame there's no cows. And it looks like we have to go up over one of those barbed wire ramp things. Great views out there though. Hey? And the sun was hitting us. We're coming up on our road crossing too because I could see the road. Keep gate closed. Not really closed now, is it? Oh, there's our road crossing. Oh, pretty little country roads. Gotta love them. Oh, got all the pretty trees too. Foliage out here is great. Still. Ooh, I like it. Relax it loads. Make sure you step on the rock, not in the puddle. Oh, it's another one that they put there that doesn't need to be there because there's no more barbed wire. That kind of them. Right off the bat yesterday in the evening, we went over one of those. So it went over a barbed wire fence. That was a lot of fun. I was like, this is cute. Haven't seen those before. Easily amused, people. Easily amused. It's our next hill. We are going down, down, down. But that lovely peak that's pointing up through the trees there in front of us is Little Killington. Killington somewhere behind it, I guess. But we're going down just so we can go back up again. Shit. Roots and shit. Roots, rocks, and leaves. Fun combo. Yeah, I'm talking to my video camera. I'm trying not to get taken out by roots, rocks, leaves, or acorns, you know, the usual. Since I'm the one that always seems to land on my ass. It looked really nice from the ridge up top where we were. It was so pretty. If only that ridge cut right across and kept us at elevation. No. No. That wouldn't be any fun. Gotta work for it.
Shrewsbury View.
Shrewsbury View. There we go. I'm way off. Shrewsbury View. We are looking at, I guess somewhere is Shrewsbury Peak. Oh, it's like drawn out. Those are the ones over there. Little Killington's right in the middle, in front of us. And then Mendon Peak is over here too. So we're hiking over that way. Woohoo! Pretty, pretty. Oh, you don't want to go on some Birch Rocks?
No.
Down there doesn't look much better. Maybe further down.
Well, I think right there does, but...
Until you get that big gap. I think this is it. Feet are gonna get wet. Yeah, this is gonna suck because it's gonna be cold too. Oh man. How slippery are those rocks? Oh, this is gonna suck on so many levels. Alright. Here. Here. I'm gonna go right here. Oh, that moved. Here. 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 All right, I'm only a little foggy. I videotaped that shit. All right, the right side of my foot's soggy. Oh. To eat shit in the puddle. Why do they make such big fucking gaps to step through? Come on now. There's so many other spots with these beautiful bridges, and this spot's like, no, good luck. All right. Yeah. I see a cool ass marker for northbounders doing the AT. It tells them they got 500 miles left to Claredon. Someday I'm gonna come back here and be thrilled about this. Right now I'm just like, woohoo! Lunchtime. Lunchtime with luxury accommodations. Oh, what the were we doing at the other place last night? Check out a handicap accessible privy. Because, oh, I remember seeing the shelter in somebody's film. Which one is this? What's this one called? Does it say? It's gotta say somewhere. Fair warning. Governor Clement Shelter. Check that thing out. That's kick-ass. Ooh, winter spot. All right, lunchtime. All right, check-in time. So, we enjoyed a nice half-hour break at the shelter. Coming? Oh. Enjoyed lunch and relaxed. Used the privy. Good privy. 5-star privy for sure. Nice shelter too. Now we are heading up slowly and surely up Little Killington. Dumped us onto like an ATV road. I don't know how long this lasts up Little Killington, but I'm enjoying the gradual climb while it's here. Just a little road walk. Right?
Yep.
It's a super highway, but it's going up, so, oh shit. That didn't last very long. Turn. Oh, look, stairs. That was short-lived. I guess they only wanted to be kind for so long. It's okay. It's sunny. There's only some clouds in the sky. We should have great views on summits. 'Tis a good day. We'll take it. Ooh, moving rock. And I'll check in again when it gets real good. Till then, bye. So, our little road onto Trail Ascent earlier was just ascending towards Little Killington. So that was a long, gradual, fairly enjoyable stretch of trail. At times a little steep up here and there, but nothing major. And now we're actually ascending Little Killington. Man, it was like throw steep, but I guess we're about to cross the 3,000 foot in elevation threshold, so hey, making our way slowly but surely. Oh yeah, we were told about this sketchy little area where it's like a little bit of a ledge walk, and it's like the trees are basically holding the hill in check, and they ain't lying. Soft ground over there. I thought it was gonna be higher up than this. It's not so scary. She made it sound scary. Yeah, we saw our first people. Nice little old couple out for a daytime stroll. Climb a mountain. Whew. Thank you, tree, for your roots. Whew. It's looking very mountainous through the trees. All right, warming up again. Ew. Oof, oof. Almost there, almost there. And then what, a ridge walk to the shelter? Kind of. With some ups and shit, and then the option to go up Killington if we choose. I think we're debating at this point. We'll see. Anyways, for now, cue the cuss words. That's one hell of a left. A left straight the fuck up. All right. Here comes the fun part. Something tells me we're going right to the shelter. That's that. Going past Killington today. All right. Yep. What the hell? I love how they put the one sticking out that'll like catch you in the wrong way. Let me just squeeze through this shit. Ooh, even that's a narrow fit for me. Whew.
What are you laughing at?
You. Yeah, sticking your butt at the camera. Folks are getting a good view. Something they're wildly used to. All right, that wasn't so awful. Hey, I'm missing the rock slabs everywhere in New Hampshire, though. This rootiness is starting to take its toll, navigation-wise. Up and down and up and down, up and down. Ugh. It's getting a little chillier up here.
That must be the summit right there.
Okay.
Because I feel like I see you down in front.
So, after a long stretch, slow going tired hikers. We've hit the lull of Little Killington. So we don't actually have to go to the top of that. Now, over and up. Better not be too much down. Don't say that. Oh, that root almost got me. Ow.
1.4 to Killington.
Oh, God, still? What's this? Trail to Pike. Oh, that's the ATL. What's that over there?
Shrewsbury Trail.
Oh. Oh. Oh, we get to change direction. Okay. I thought we just skirted around it. So now are we going up it anyways? Yeah. Lovely. All right, back leader.